not your best, but you guys found your game. What do you take about your team? It didn't take you that long to find your game. What do you take forward out of that?
I think just that. I think we know what we're in for right now. Not that we didn't beforehand, but again with a long layoff, and it was tough being sharp, and I think some of it was self-inflicted. We got to make sure we take care of the puck and make sure we get pucks deep all the way. And once we started doing that, we started playing better. And I think there's lessons to be learned every night, and I think that was one to take away: is make sure this team plays 200 feet and make sure we stay on them and try and impose our game on them. As
you looked at this matchup, there was a lot of talk of two physical teams. How did you feel you matched up against them physically?
I think we were just fine. I thought, we went hit for hit with them. I thought, we knew what to expect, and we got what we expected.
Third period, you get the 2 goals, grab the lead. That's something that certainly you guys can build on in game 2, right?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things to build on. I think, obviously the first period wasn't what we wanted it to be, and Bob was huge in there. But like I said, now we know we're in a series, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, the way the first round is. I've been in the league long enough and played enough playoff series. The second round's always much harder. So our guys got to see what the elevated game and the elevated pace looks like, and we'll be ready to play game 2.
Seth, it took you guys, I think, a little while to get into that game. Once you did, just assess your game, once you found your game, kind of the way you guys have played in that first series this postseason.
We think you could obviously see a little rust there in the first 10-15 minutes. But after that, I thought we were right with it. We played well, and got a couple big goals in the third period there. Go up 2-1. We're in the driver's seat, just blown coverage by me there with 5 minutes left, and that gives them life. It makes it 2-2, and obviously they score there in overtime.
What happened there on that cold goal? What did you see from your perspective?
I thought it was just driving back door, but I got to be aware there. It's just a blown coverage by me, and he makes a good pass to him. But we're in the driver's seat there, up 2-1 with 5-6 minutes left, and I make those defensive plays. So it's unfortunate that happened, but got to move on.
Seth, the opportunity to get yourself into the driver's seat after not such a good first period. What do you take forward from that aspect of it, the fact that you guys were able to get yourself to your game pretty quickly?
Yeah, we got back to our game pretty quick there, you saw. As soon as the second started, really the last couple minutes in the first, as soon as the second started, we were right back with it. We were reloading, we were playing physical. So we got to build off that. Obviously, we kind of expected a little bit of rust there in the first couple minutes, but I thought we played pretty well.
Is that maybe the disappointing thing about this, because you got over the rust, you got through it, and you still don't get the W? Yeah.
You know what? We got to stay even keel. It's just one game. We played pretty well. Obviously, we have a lot to improve on if we're going to have any chance in this series. So we will look at some video tomorrow and get ready for game 2.
John, I think the first period was kind of everything you expected it to be. Just the way you guys handled that and the way you sort of got it together the rest of the game and kind of got into the series here.
Yeah, we had our struggles in the first, but found our game for a number of minutes there, but we just couldn't finish the game.
You scored the 2 goals there 13 seconds apart. Were you guilty of lying back after that, your team, or did they make a push you expected them to make?
No, I don't think we lied back. I just think at times we just need to be more consistent as far as being decisive in our checking. I think we had some struggles with that tonight.
John, what can you say about what you got from Bobrovsky tonight and keeping you in it?
Yeah, he gave us that first period. That was the biggest plus of that first period, was coming out of there 1-0. Because we had some major struggles with a number of different things, and we found our game.
John, the physicality, not surprisingly, but the physicality right out of the hop here between these two teams, and then the adjustment maybe. Both of these teams slowed down some fast teams in the first round, but now sort of this head-on collision here in the second round of these two teams that don't shy away. Did you see that as well? Do you think you're comfortable with that type of game?
Yeah, both teams banged when they needed to, when they had opportunities to. It's part of the game. We're going to continue with it. I'm sure they are too.
And you guys did such a good job staying out of the box in the Tampa Bay series and had to kill off a couple of penalties tonight. How important is that to sort of correct going forward? Not giving
Yeah,
those
we
opportunities?
certainly do. We can't keep on giving them those type of, I mean, we take 2 offensive zone penalties. One of them I'm not so sure. But we can't sit in the box. It was a key for us early in the playoffs here in the first round. With their power play, we got to just be more disciplined.
John, decisive in your checking. I assume you're talking about coverage down low there, as opposed to just sort of the grinding checking game.
Not just down low, just a number of different situations where we need to just make the decision and go with it, and not get caught in between.
John, this morning you talked about, obviously the layoff and having to, kind of get back into that playoff feeling, just kind of feeling, having to feel it. Is a game like this one, overtime, hard-hitting, it snaps you right back into it, going forward?
Yeah, you saw our struggles in the first. We couldn't handle the tempo of the game, or we just weren't thinking quick enough. I don't know how you can get that. We just couldn't simulate that. So as far as trying to get ready, and you got that team that's coming on a high. But I think we slowly got about our business and found our game, and we just got to be ready to start the next game.
A couple of players mentioned that the key to this series maybe is sticking with the way that they want to play and not deviating. And maybe even you got away with that a couple of times against Tampa Bay, believe it or not, in the first series. Do you find that as well? Is that the challenge for you to stick with your checking and stick with the smart plays?
No, I don't think we're going to have a problem in believing that we need to do that. I just think, especially in the first, we weren't sharp thinking at all. As far as it was just too quick for us. And but as we got the game going and played a number of good minutes as far as our checking and being above the puck and just being smart on how we play, we're not going to have a tough time believing how to play. It's a matter of executing when the game starts.